What's going on, everybody? It's your man Siril Beil. We're back with a brand new episode of State of Mind. Today we're at China Mama, authentic Chinese cuisine restaurant. Today we get the pleasure of talking to TALLZ. She is a Las Vegas foodie and content creator. So we're gonna go inside, check the restaurant out, and we're gonna get to know TALLZ a little better. Let's go inside. All right, right now we're in the heart of the kitchen of China Mama. As you guys can see, it's going down in there. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna take a look and see how it is. It's kind of crazy back here, come on. Alright, so we're inside now. As you see, we have a lot of food on the table. And we're here at the one and only TALLZ. What's going on?
Hi, how you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good. What's in front of us right now?
Okay, so we're at China Mama, and they have about one of everything out here. I'm super excited for these pan-fried pork buns, but they got...
Those look good.
Yeah, they got spicy, they got non-spicy. It's just everything. Literally one of everything.
This looks really spicy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's chicken, right?
Yeah, I'm a wimp when it comes to spice, but I'll try it for the entertainment. But yeah.
Yeah, we might have to try everything on the table right now because it all looks so good. Okay, so let's jump right into it. How did you become a foodie?
Okay, I've always been into food, like ever since I was a kid. But during quarantine is when I downloaded TikTok. And so in the beginning, I was just doing the dances, all the trends, whatever. But I made a video where I went to the Asian market and I bought snacks because that's just something I do. Mm-hmm. And it took off. Like, it was the first video that actually, like, did well. And I was shocked. I was like, wait, why don't I make food content? I've always been such a foodie. Like, let's keep it going. So then I kept posting and posting. And then I'm originally from California. But when I came back to Vegas for school, I started posting restaurants because I love the restaurants out here. And then they just blew up, and now I have the following that I have today.
And the following that you have is so crazy because when I came across your TikTok, I saw the videos, and I said, wow, this is really cool. It's cool artwork. Like, she's going to these restaurants, she's trying all this food. And I'm like, she has 153,000 followers.
Yeah.
Did you watch that build in real time?
Yeah, honestly watching my followers grow it's insane. I never ever thought I would be in this position or be on this path at all. I've always loved YouTubers, social media, content creation, but I never thought I had what it took to be a person.
Now look at you.
I know, now like
now
it's
look
crazy.
At you.
Like I'm living it. And so I remember when I hit 1,000 followers, I lost my mind. I was so happy. I was like, Mom, oh my gosh, I have 1,000 followers. And then my next step, okay, 10,000 followers. I want that K next to my name. It took a bit, but I finally got that K. Like, I have it recorded. Every single time I hit a milestone, I call my parents. Like, I just like freak out.
Yeah.
And
do they understand it? Do they understand this new world of social media and influence? Do they get it?
I would say they understand better than most. Both my parents are in marketing, and so they've been like the most supportive.
You're blessed.
Yeah, I've been blessed with like some amazing parents that are super supportive in what I do. When I got my very first video that popped off, they were like, all right, how do we keep this going? Like, you know, but it wasn't like, they were like, okay, you're having a cute hobby, but now it's turned into a career, and now they call me with business advice, being like, have you reached out to this? Have you done that yet? So it's awesome to have parents that really care about what I do.
That's really cool. How many restaurants would you say you've been to just in Las Vegas alone?
I'm gonna say at least 100.
Wow.
Honestly.
It's a lot of food.
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 Do you pick and choose based on your personal preference, or you just kind of get a list and just go from there?
I would say I say yes to almost every single restaurant that contacts me because I don't know why I would reject a small business during such a hard time, you know? The only time I wouldn't is if they were rude to me, because like, why would you be rude to someone that wants to help you? I don't charge for my videos. So the only time I do that is if like a brand reaches out to me and they're like, hello, like we're with an agency, I would love to pay you. Then okay. Or if I'm starting to get to a point where I kind of do have to charge now. I'm starting to get really, really, really busy. I'm already booked up 2 weeks out.
Wow.
So it's just, at this point, I'm realizing my time is more valuable than I think, and I need to start being paid for it. My parents are pushing me to get to, charge people.
Of course, the parents are all about the business of their baby.
Of course.
With trying all these restaurants and the different foods and everything, is there anything that you personally don't like, or are you just open palate?
Okay, I say I'm willing to try anything once. Like, we have a dish right here. That's made with duck blood and pig intestine.
Come again?
Yeah, that's duck blood and pig intestine. But you know what?
Oh, no.
I'm willing to try it. But
All
the
right.
funny thing is, I don't like asparagus. I don't like zucchini.
Finally, someone who understands my pain.
And so when I tell my friends that I don't like it, they're like, ew, what's wrong with you? I love that stuff. But I will still eat it if it's at a restaurant because it could be prepared in a way that I never knew existed. And I love it because I didn't love Brussels sprouts. But when I learned you oven roast them, oh my gosh, they're delicious.
So you're finding out new things.
Exactly. I never stick my nose up to anything.
I feel you. And how do you balance having so much food at your disposal and maintaining, a somewhat healthy lifestyle or diet or whatever? How's that balance?
Okay, I'm still struggling with that because I ended up getting a gym membership. I ended up doing meal preps, and so I also bring people with me to restaurants, and I send them home with the leftovers.
Okay.
So if it's too much food for them, I'll take home some, but I always have a list of people that I can give food to because I'm in my early 20s. All of my friends are still in college, so I'd be more than willing to share.
Everybody needs to eat.
Everybody eats.
Yes.
If you're in my circle, everybody eats.
That's so important too. And what's been the best memory for you so far on this journey?
Ooh, okay, there's been a couple actually. So one time I got to work with Paramount Pictures in promoting a movie, and I got a whole theater to myself, and I got to invite 40 people, and it was all socially distanced and everything.
Wow.
I've gotten to work with Station Casinos, and they gave me a free staycation, and I got a butler and a suite and a spa treatment, and I was contacted by Encore Beach Club, and then I got a cabana and all the drinks and food I wanted, and I made some awesome friendships and connections.
Yo, that's crazy.
So it's crazy just the time and networking that you can do and stuff in such a short period of time.
And this is all within the last year?
Yes, this is all since August. August till now.
So you would say that quarantine has been pretty good to you?
Yes, actually. So it's a funny story. The reason I even downloaded TikTok, I was in a relationship for 7 years, and it ended really, really badly. And so in that relationship, he didn't want me to have TikTok. And so as
controlling.
Yeah, so as a FU type thing, I downloaded TikTok.
Okay.
And now I say every single follower I get is a middle finger to him.
It definitely is. Listen, you know who you are. You could be here eating with us, but
Also, you never know. You should just explore your options because now this is my full-time job.
Yeah, buddy. So we gotta try some food out.
Yes.
What do you want to try first?
That's great. Let's try these buns. Okay.
Here we go.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna do what you did. I
Yeah.
saw you doing this, so
It's a nice little expert method right here.
let me use my hand a little bit because I'm not as professional as her.
All right. Let's try it.
Here we go.
Wait, that's super good. I've never had these before, but I've seen them all over Instagram. And they're
is
so
good.
good because it's crispy on the top, soft on the bottom, and then there's pork inside. I don't know. Well, I like it when there's two different textures going on because it gives you more to think about.
Oh, you're a real foodie. You're really.
I told you.
serious
I
about
also so I went to culinary school. I did 2 years of baking and I got my certificate. And so, when I've been a foodie, when I watched Ratatouille when I was 7 years old, I was like, I want to do that, whatever that is. I wanted to be a pastry chef. So then I ended up getting my certificate, and then I transferred to UNLV, and I got my degree in hospitality management. And so I thought I was just going to be in the hospitality industry. I thought I was going to be a food and beverage VP and just do that. But I love what I do.
So you were almost destined for this. In a way, you really set yourself up for it because we hear people talking about what they want to do and their long-term dreams and goals, and you took all of that and you went after it and you channeled it into something that works for you.
I honestly am amazed every single day how I ended up in this career because I really think it's such a good fit for me. Even my parents agree. They're like, I've always been so into like content creation, YouTube, all that stuff, and food.
And now you're here.
Now, yeah, and I never thought
Now
of combining the
you're
two.
here. Wow. So obviously in this new era that we live in of social media and views and plays, have you figured out a way to transition that into dollar signs
Yes.
and monetize it?
Yes. So, both like as a personal brand for myself, I've been contacted by businesses and companies wanting to do sponsored posts, and then that can turn into other things. And I'm not trying to do only food now. I want to be an all over, just I guess, influencer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I created I have a second account that I would post only myself on, and just like my life and vlogs, and I really want to transition into YouTube. Like I said, always love YouTube.
There we go.
Longer videos, more of myself, vlogs, my friends. I think my life is so fun as like a 22-year-old living in Las Vegas and eats food for a living.
Yes.
You know, like,
really good food too.
Yeah, really good food. And so I'm just like, how I can do that. Like I would love to. And yeah, that's how I try to turn in dollar signs. But what I also do is I run social media accounts for a living.
Jesus Christ, you're like a social media guru at this point. Has it made it more simple now because you do it for yourself, so doing it for other people has to be a walk in the park?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, there's
if
a
they're
little...
not hard-headed.
Yeah, there's a little bit to learn with running other social accounts because every client is different in their standards of work. And so some want a different image than others, and so, you know, you just have to roll with the punches and learn like engagement styles, like reels, like how to get yourself more out there. And so you're pushing a product, like a brand, more than yourself. I feel like it's easier to push yourself because you know yourself.
Right.
With a product, you have to get to know it and then learn the best way and then push it out there the best you can.
Jesus. Who are you? Oh man, let's try some more of this food.
Okay. Ooh, thank you.
mouth.
I'm just gonna pick it up with my hands. Ooh, cheers.
Cheers. All right, so what's this?
I don't know. Was good.
Called beef nostril. It's crispy pancake and wrapped like some roasted beef and seasoning.
This is really good.
It's really good. Kind of reminds me of a Hot Pocket.
Pretty much.
I love
so
Hot Pockets.
Do you cook a lot at home?
Okay. As of late, no.
I mean, you kind of don't need to.
But I do know how to cook and I love to cook. And so it's more like my friends, we love to get together because we all live such busy lives.
Right.
We're like, okay, we need to get together and then we all cook a dish. And then we sit down and eat and catch up and everything.
Okay.
So
Potluck style. Oh, I love potlucks growing up.
yes, we did like taco night, we did like steak salad and stuff and, you know, other things. And I just love sitting down with my friends. It's crazy how like you get older and that's what
The
you look
simple
forward
things
to.
that you want to do. Yeah. Are your friends ever hesitant of like, oh man, we don't know what she's gonna think about this?
No, because I'm not picky, so they don't care. And then it's usually when it comes to eating out, they're like, let's get something to eat. I said, okay, what do you want? And they're like, I don't know. I wish I knew someone that knew about all the restaurants in Las Vegas. And I was like, oh my
Of course
gosh.
it's you.
I'm always the one that gets asked, where do I go? Like, I'll get messages at 1 a.m. from people that I talked to one time. And they're like, hey, Talia, so it's my birthday coming up. What do you recommend? And I'm just like, are you serious? It's 1 a.m.
Yeah. Then you have to go to the whole thing of, what do you like to eat? What don't you like? You like spicy?
Exactly. So, like, my mom's coming to town. Where do I take her? I'm like, what does she like? Like, you know,
Right.
I can't
I don't
recommend
know your
some-
mom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I now have like preset Yelp lists. So people are like, oh, it's my birthday, I want to go to brunch. So I send them a brunch list. Oh, I'm coming to Vegas, what should I do? I send them a Yelp list. I don't have like it all planned out, but those are the most general questions I get.
Wow.
So I just do that because it's tiring for me to have to go through Yelp, look for places for them, and then
Time
send it to them.
consuming.
Time consuming.
And then if someone goes to a restaurant and they don't like it,
it's on me.
it's on you.
It's on me.
Yeah. We might have to try those shrimp over there. Okay, so let me guess this one. This is a butter pecan shrimp.
It looks like honey walnut shrimp.
I was close.
That's good enough. I mean, you know, A for effort.
Looks good though. Oh, yeah, that's skills right there.
Oh my. That's the one.
That is really good. You ever watch those shows on the Food Network and they taste a bite of something and you're like, I'm always like, you guys are faking. But being here, trying everything, it's like, it's so good.
Yeah, it's crazy. The amount of good food that I come across, it's bad.
When you go to these places and you eat, how do you not get full?
Oh, I actually have a really small stomach. I get full super easily, which is why I bring people.
Okay.
Yeah, because
So they get to try the food out and test it and everything too?
Yeah, they also bring a different perspective, you know? And also they help me with ideas because I'm like, oh, let me shoot this. But they give me suggestions like, well, what if we did it like this? I'm like, absolutely, let's do it, let's do
I
it.
feel that. I like that.
I love bringing people. The collaboration is everything. And also, like I said, I love to feed my friends. Like, if I could help them out just by, you know, making sure they're full, like, oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And you're in school, right? Or
I
you're done with
just
school?
graduated.
Yeah, that's why you got the nails done.
Yes,
right?
I just got my nails
Yeah.
done because COVID didn't allow me to have an in-person ceremony in December. But now we are having one, and it's going to be happening very soon. So that's why I got my nails done for it.
Nice. So when you were in school, did anyone ever notice you on campus or in class?
So when I came to Vegas, I wasn't known in Vegas yet. But shortly, like a month later, I definitely was a lot more known. But like now, I'm really known.
Oh man.
So when I was living on campus at UNLV, and so I wasn't really eating in the dining commons anymore because I just had all these leftovers and going to places.
I mean, why would you need to?
Exactly.
Why?
And so when also there weren't any in-person classes, so the only time I really would get out. Oh, I love these.
That looks really good.
I love these. The only time I really would get out is like to eat at dining commons if I didn't have any leftovers or anything like that, because I'm busy, like really busy now, but back then it was only like 2 restaurants maybe not even. So I would go in, and then I used to actually work for like UNLV, like in the student union. I used to be a shift leader at Steak and Shake.
What?
Yeah, so all of my jobs.
Talk about that. Let's talk about that.
All of my jobs before TikTok have been in the food industry. So I just love food, I told you. And so I needed a job when I was still going to school. I applied, I got hired on the spot, and then like 3 months later I got promoted to shift lead. And then I was just doing my thing, and so I got to know everybody that worked in the student union, everyone that worked in the dining commons, because we all work for the same company.
And it's so close, right?
Exactly, it's so close. And so, especially living on campus, I used to see those people like every day. So I got close with all the employees that worked in the dining commons. And so once I got some sort of like recognition, I guess, in Vegas, I would go to eat at the dining commons, and it would be actually a little embarrassing because they're like, oh, look, she's here to visit us small folk.
Oh,
and I was like, it's not like that. I'm like, can I just eat? And then they're like, oh, guys, don't worry, like the TikTok star's here. And then like they'll yell it, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
Or I would just be eating, and someone would walk by, and they're like, hey, I follow you on TikTok.
You're that one girl.
Yeah, you're the foodie girl. I get that all the time. You're the foodie girl.
That's pretty tight, though. It has to be a good feeling.
It's great. Like, I get embarrassed every time. Like, it's not even because, like, I don't know. I still don't think of myself as anyone that would be recognized. So when someone, like, knows who I am, when I'm just chilling in my, bedroom, talking to my phone, being like, oh, hey, guys, say less. Like, that other people actually see it. It's crazy.
Has anyone actually taken a picture yet?
Yes.
Oh, how was that?
It was crazy. I was at one of my clients' restaurants, and I was working, and then this mother walked up, and she's like, hi, I'm so sorry to bother you, but my daughter loves your videos. Like, can we please take a picture? I was like, sure. And then I was there again, and then another woman at a different time was like, I came here from California because I saw your videos. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're here. Can I take a picture with you? And I was like, okay.
That's kind of crazy.
It's crazy. I have people get like commenting saying like, oh, I don't even live in Vegas, but I want to move here because of your videos.
Wow, you're major right now.
It's crazy.
You're major.
It's absolutely
I think what you're doing is so cool because you're really showing people that you can not only take something that you wanted to do and do it, but you can do it your own way.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the coolest part about what you do. And I call it art. I don't even want to call it content. Your art is so amazing. Just Was it hard to get the hang of TikTok and how to do the transitions and everything?
Okay, let's see. TikTok transitions, the very basic ones, I figured out super quick.
Okay.
Because, I don't know, like I said, both my parents are in marketing. My dad's in TV production, so he knows how to do all that stuff, and I would just ask for help.
Okay,
and
effects and angles and all of that.
Yeah, exactly. And so he helped me a lot with learning how to, with angles and whatnot. My stuff is still super, super, super amateur. You know, I just shoot from my phone, and I prefer for it to be amateur. But
that's when it's the best.
yeah, like it wasn't hard. I used to edit all my videos on the TikTok app before I like upgraded to a different software. But yeah, I mean, I think it was good to learn off of TikTok first.
You're gonna have to show me how to do a TikTok today.
I got you.
We're gonna
of
have to
course.
do a basic TikTok video because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, so what are we gonna get into now?
Let's do that one, the spicy one.
Let's definitely do that.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. The table turns and everything.
Okay.
All right, here we go. All my friends know I suck with chopsticks, so they're probably laughing at me right now.
I'll do it.
This right here?
On your side. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is made with like Szechuan peppers, which is a totally different spice in itself, and it creeps up on you, which I like.
So that's gonna hit later. Okay. So we sit here talking, I'll be like, woo! Yeah.
Like
So I
the
gotta
more
put
you
on to
eat, the
ghost
spicier
peppers.
it gets. Yeah. Oh, have you ever had a ghost pepper? I've never
I
had.
have, by accident.
By accident?
They're good though, they're really good. I'm down for anything spicy. If it's spicy, I'm down for it. I was in California and I went to this place and they had a Cajun spicy fried rice.
Ooh.
It was so good. It was a little hole in the wall spot. Oh man, it was so good. Like I think about driving out there sometimes just to get
You
that.
should do it. I love traveling for food. Traveling for food is my number one thing. Like,
Have you been to a few different places yet?
yeah, so I've been to like, you know, Mexico, Canada, Spain, Italy, France,
Just a few.
Austria,
Just a few.
Hungary, South Korea, Bali.
How old are you again?
22.
What? When did you have time to go to these places?
2018, 2019.
Okay. Now, were you trying a bunch of food restaurants there? Because overseas, the food is incredible.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I absolutely was. I had like paella in Spain, and then I got to eat at like a Michelin-starred restaurant for my birthday.
Wow.
And you know, I've got to eat some amazing things, like, you know, authentic South Korean dishes and whatnot, like, you know, the street carts or the really nice restaurants. Like, I love food.
Wow. What's the wildest thing that you had the pleasure of tasting?
Oh, that's hard. My go-to is always alligator. Because I went to New Orleans and that's like super common over there, so of course you have to try it. And it was good. I like it.
Of course, you have to try it. Everybody else might not do it.
Frog legs. Have you had that?
I have not had frog legs. Frog
I actually
legs
had
are-
frog legs here.
Really?
Not like here, China Mama, but like in Vegas at Mott 32, which is like this bougie dim sum place. And they were like, "Hey, are you hungry?" Like, I was just having a drink, and they're like, "Are you hungry?" They didn't know who I was or anything. I was like, "Yes." And like,
Wow.
"Okay, let's bring out some food for you." And then they're like, "Here's frog legs," and I was like, "I've always wanted to try it." They were good.
Were they good?
Yeah, tastes like
What?
chicken.
I knew you were gonna say that. And those peppers are kicking up right
Yeah.
now. It's crazy. I had one bite.
Yeah, I know, right? So imagine if you just kept eating, it would build up more and more.
Knowing me, I'd probably do it. Have you been approached to travel anywhere to try food?
So I went with Skinny Fats, which is a chain local to here, and they have locations in Texas and Utah. I was able to go to Salt Lake City, Utah, and go eat at their restaurants, and that was really cool.
Wait a minute, and you said you've just been doing this since August?
Yes.
And you've done these type of things since August?
I know, it's crazy, right?
Listen, if you're out there and you're thinking of doing something, just do it.
Just
okay?
do it.
Just do it. Don't be scared. Don't be fearful. Get a plan together and go for it.
Or don't have a plan. I didn't have a plan.
Simple as that. What's next for you? What do you think is next on the horizon?
I'm really hoping to get into YouTube, honestly. Like, that's always been my dream. I've been really hesitant because I have this irrational fear that no one's gonna like me. But I'm like, you need to get over that, because when I was in high school, I attempted in being a YouTuber. People from high school found it, and I was relentlessly made fun of for it.
Oh.
So it's been I've been a little traumatized by that, but I feel like it's time.
It is time, and you're on a new wave now. You're doing your own thing, and you have the following, you have everything, you know?
Yeah, so I gotta get my act together. I got an editor. I have all this content. I have so much content that I can do. Because I've been vlogging since August. And I have these really cool things where I got like a 3-foot pizza from Brothers Pizza. Or I even documented the entire time that I got a private movie theater. You know, I got my free staycation. I have all that footage. I just haven't cut it together.
Oh, you gotta put that out. Do not sit on footage. That's something that me and my friends and my circle, we always talk about. You cannot sit on it, because in that moment, you feel this momentum, and once you lose it,
Yeah.
you're like, it's over with. I don't want to do it anymore. So just put it out.
Yeah, I will.
Just go ahead and put it out.
So YouTube is the move, for
Okay.
sure.
Are we gonna get? I feel like people would like almost like a book from you.
A book?
Book, yes.
Oh.
You have so much experience on food and different tastes and textures and things like that. Why not give us a book?
I mean, I never even thought about that. I mean, I'm not opposed. Who knows? I could come out with a book one day. I just feel like I don't have enough stuff up here to put into a book.
Nah, you do. You definitely have it. I'm so glad that we got to sit down today, because I looked at your following and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be out of here, and I didn't even think you were gonna respond.
Really?
So I'm super glad you did. But how is it like how was it when you first got that 1 million play?
Oh man, like the 1 million likes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I remember I was looking on my profile and it went from like, 999,000 whatever to 1 million. My jaw dropped. I took a screenshot and I put it on my Instagram story. I was like, thank you guys for listening to my annoying voice. I was like, thank you. And it's been growing, and I get thankful every single time it even goes up by like 0.1, because that's even then 100,000 likes. Are you kidding me?
That's insane. That is insane. You ever look at it and be like, this is really my life?
Yes, all the
This is my
time.
life.
All the time. Like, I just, like, when I'm at restaurants, like, if I bring a new friend to a restaurant and, sometimes I just go into a mode where I know what I'm doing, and I know what I want to order, and I get my shots and everything, and I'm sitting down, and I'm like, are you ready to eat? And they just look at me like, what just happened?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like, this is my life.
This is your life.
It's crazy. Like, this is my life.
This is your life. It may seem a little overwhelming. Is it ever?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get really overwhelmed. There's one time I was just sitting on my bed and I was like on the verge of a mental breakdown. So I just like walked over to my roommate and I said, "Can we go to California for a weekend?"
Oh, wow.
And she said, "Sure." And
Sometimes you gotta shake the spot though.
Exactly. So
You
I
have to
just
shake the spot.
left for a week and came back super refreshed, ready to go. So I feel like everyone needs to take time for themselves. That mental health is so important.
It is very important. And eating good food is very important, which is what we're about to do. Okay, so we're about to try this duck blood with
Pork intestine.
pork intestines. That's right. Y'all heard what I said. We're gonna try it.
We don't knock things till we try them.
Go for it.
All right.
What do you think?
I'm gonna have to take another one. Let's see. Let's get this one.
That's the pork intestine. How do you like it?
It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
No, it's not. Have I had enough? Yes.
But you're brave. You tried it.
The seasoning is really good.
Yeah, the seasoning is good.
seasoning.
It's
The
just
seasoning is
I'm such a
amazing.
texture person. It was so gelatinous. I was like, oop.
You have to try the duck blood. So this is duck blood.
Okay.
That's the
I'll
duck
take
blood?
a bite.
That's a duck blood. Yeah.
I think that tastes super irony. Okay, this is duck blood.
This is duck blood.
Interesting.
I'm straight.
Would I try again? Not really.
Texture is okay, but I think it's a mental thing for me. It's
Yeah.
just knowing. But we tried it though.
Yes, we tried it.
tried
High
it.
five.
Good job, guys.
Holly, I'm so glad I got to meet you and sit down and talk to you today, because this is This is kind of mind-blowing to me. Like I told you, I'm not a foodie, so even looking at all this on the table is kind of blowing my mind. Yeah, this is crazy. So I thank you so much. What would you tell any one person out there who maybe wants to get into TikToking or content creation?
If you think you can't do it, you're so wrong. Like, you don't have to be professional. You don't have to have all these, connections and everything. I started out knowing nobody. Trust me, I was just a little fish in the pond. I still don't even think I'm a big fish. Like, just...
You're a big fish, I'm gonna tell you that. Big fish.
Just keep at it. Really, just keep at it. It took me good days and bad days. Like, just because you have one bad day does not mean that there will always be a bad day. So just keep at it, be consistent, and just make stuff that makes you happy.
Simple as that. You heard of Just Go Do It. Talia, I'm Siril Beil. This has been another episode of State of Mind. My funnest episode so far. Appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Shout out to China Mama. Thank you guys so much.
Shout out China Mama.
Yes. I feel like I'm at the win at like one of those restaurants or something. A buffet.
Oh yeah. And my parents have always been really supportive whenever I want to do. Yeah, my dad said I can feel all Hey guys, it's TALLZ, Siril Beil State of Mind podcast. Make sure to check it out.